Hey guys, Killix here, the #1 virgin collector in North America. Today we're diving into one of the absolute best methods in all of World of Warcraft to power level your battle pets, and that's Super Squirt Day. Now, this isn't some random made up event, you freaks. It's a very specific overlap between two things. The NPC named Squirt, which shows up as a pet battle master inside your Draenor Garrison. This is on Horde and Alliance. And it also happens to be Pet Battle Bonus Week, which cranks up all pet experience gains to insane levels across all content in Azeroth. When these two line up, you get one of the fastest ways in the game to farm pet XP. And the best part, it's completely repeatable, non-stop, all day long, 24/7 if you'd like. By the way, if you want my full pet list, week auras, or just want to hang out with other collectors, make sure to join my Discord. And if you want to catch me grinding this live, stop by the stream, twitch.tv/KillicateTV. Make sure you also check out my full prep guide I made for this specific day tomorrow, which will show you the top 200 pets you need to level down in the description down below. Make sure you guys are using the timestamps below in the description to jump around to any part of the video that you need information on. Here's the deal. Squirt is a repeatable tamer fight, which means you can farm it over and over without restriction. On top of that, you've got instant healing right inside your garrison. For Alliance side, you have Lyo the Lioness. For Horde side, you've got the NPC Sarah, and anytime you speak to any of these NPCs, you can instantly revive your pets. Now this has no cooldown, so there's basically zero downtime between pet battles. To speed things up even more, you can use pet battle bandages. If you've got a good stockpile of these, or you can use the revive feature, the revive battle pets. Now this has a much longer cooldown, so I would advise either using the NPC, or if you have a ton of pet battles bandages like me, just use the bandages. This will make it slightly faster and save you much more time in the long run if you're leveling hundreds of pets. Quick tip, you can actually drag both of these on your action bars and keybind them yourself. So as you can see, my #1 is keybind into the battle pet bandage, and I can just spam #1 and instantly go back to the pet battle. This is going to make the whole farming look way smoother and less clicky. The standard approach here is very simple. You bring 2 max level pets plus 1 leveling pet. That way all the XP is funneled directly into your carry pet. As long as the leveling pet comes out for at least 1 round and survives, it gets the full chunk of experience every single time. You don't have to actually use a move on this pet. The best part is that the fight itself is super forgiving. There are dozens of strategies that work, so you don't need the perfect team to pull this off. I'll also point towards some resources at the end of the video if you want to check out different team comps or alternative strats for this method. So what do you actually need to take full advantage of Super Squirt Day? Honestly, not much. You just need 2 things. #1, a level 3 Warlords of Draenor Garrison, and #2, a level 1 pet Menagerie building. Note that in my last video I said you need level 3, but you actually only need level 1. That's it, you don't need anything crazy beyond that. Now if you're still working on your garrison and struggling with the garrison resources, here's a quick trick. You can grab this item called Huge Ogre Caches off the auction house. Each one instantly gives you 1000 garrison resources, which lets you fast track your upgrades without grinding out missions or treasures. If you want a full step-by-step guide on setting up your garrison from scratch as fast as possible, check out the garrison section at the end of this video. And if you're looking for the full list of priority pets to prep ahead of time, make sure to check out my Super Squirt Day prep guide down below in the description. We're going to be going over 2 methods that you can use to do this. Note that there are many other methods to do this, and you can use the WoW Pet Battle Guides website to check them. And I'll show you guys that at the end in the resource section of this video. So make sure you use the timestamps if you want to skip around. Here's my favorite setup because it's simple and doesn't require super rare pets, and it's extremely fast. You can get these pets very fast. In the #1 slot, you're going to have Sunglow Cobra. You're going to catch this in Zeralik Caverns in Dragonflight. Make sure it has higher speed than it does attack. The breed name is PS. In #2, you're going to have Mechanical Pandarian Dragonling. You can buy this straight from the auction house and it's pretty cheap. Make sure your pets are blue quality as well. You can also buy Flawless Pet Battle Stones from the auction house as well. They can be quite a bit pricey, so note that at the moment they're about 7,000 to 8,000 gold, but you can use this to instantly upgrade your pets to rare quality. In your 3rd slot, you're going to use your leveling pet. For setup #2, this is going to allow you to level 2 pets at once, but it's much slower and takes many more turns to level. Note that if you have pet battle treats, both of them stack, the 25 and the 50% one, so you can use both as well as the safari hat. This is going to drastically increase the rate at which you level with this method. For your slot #1, you're going to have Lost Limb, which is a mob battle pet. You're going to use the breed called SB. Make sure it has much higher speed than attack. Your slot number 2 and number 3 is going to be your leveling pet. The level of these do not matter. The reason why this one is so overpowered is because it only needs a level 1. Most methods with solo require a level 5 or a level 10 leveling pet. Now let's talk about add-ons because they're absolutely essential for this method. The two that you'll want for Super Squirt, they are Rematch by Jello and then Pet Battle Scripts by P Killer. These two add-ons are extremely essential because they allow you to just automatically do almost everything during this process and just allow you to spam press one button to passively level your pets while you're just chilling, relaxing, watching a movie, watching Netflix, or just playing another game even, while tabbed in and out, constantly pressing that one button. When it comes to Rematch, this is an essential add-on every pet battler needs for every sort of content in this game, not just the Super Squirt Day. You're going to want to go over here to the bottom right at options and scroll down into leveling queue options and copy the settings that I have. The most important ones are automatically level new pets, make sure that's checked, and also check only pets without one at level 25. What these two options will do is that anytime you gain a pet on your account, it'll automatically be added into the leveling queue if you do not have that pet at level 25 already on your account. This will allow you to passively level whatever pet you don't have at level 25, and this will add more rankings to your account. Some quick important tips for the leveling queue is that if it doesn't automatically reload or refresh or fill, all you have to do is go click queue and fill queue and click yes. This will automatically fill in all the pets that you're missing. On top of that, when it comes to your leveling slot, you're going to pick a slot that is required to put your leveling pet in, and you're just going to right click it and put leveling pet here. That's it. You can do this with as many slots as you want, but for this strategy, we're going to do 1 or 2 pet slots. You can also save teams for any pet battle master, import strategies, or even add little notes that show up on the right side of the pet battle window if you want to use the little cheat sheets for your pet battles. Basically, it keeps everything organized and saves you tons of time without manual setup time. It takes some time to actually set up and can be a little bit confusing and overwhelming at first, but take your time to explore this add-on and learn it, and it'll make pet battling so much easier throughout your process. The one cool thing here is that you can target any monster or pet battle or pet battle master in the game, and you can save a team. So for example, if I have a preset team right now loaded up of what I want to use to fight this specific pet battler, I can click save, and then I can name it whatever I want, put it in the category that I want, and hit save. And from now on, anytime I go to this NPC, if I have any sort of pet in here and I target this NPC and I click load, it'll automatically load that save preset that I had saved before, and I can instantly jump into the pet battle. This is useful for farming pet battle war quests, for example. So if you're like on your journey to farm polished pet charms and you're trying to like spam farm a world quest that gives polished pet charms on like 10, 15, 20, 30 characters across your account non-stop every day, you can instantly go to that pet battler, target it, and then click load, and it'll load the setup that you have saved, thus saving you much more time in the future whenever you go to do that pet battle. When it comes to pet battle scripts, this takes things even further. You can import simple scripts that are tailor-made for each fight on websites like WoW Pet Guides. What we can do here is we can go to Pandaria and find the pet battles that drain, or rather find the pet battle that we want, in this case Manos, Hanos, and Phathos. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to go click scripts and left click, and it'll copy it. We're going to target the mob, we're going to load the team that we previously saved, it's going to load it up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to right click the challenge post and create script. We're going to paste that script into here and save it. And we're just going to start the pet battle. Once you load the script, all you need to do is press a single key action. So in my case, it's keybind it to A. If I spam press A, the add-on auto selects the correct ability. You're still pressing the button, so it's 100% fine under Blizzard's rules and TOS. This is not against TOS, but it turns repetitive fights into a smooth one-button flow. This is perfect for when you're running the same fight hundreds of times in a row. Make sure to properly set up the right pets in the right slots with the right abilities picked from the WoW Pet Guides website. Together, these two add-ons basically automate the boring parts so you can focus on leveling as many pets as possible with zero downtime. Now, let's talk EXP Boosts, because this is what makes Super Squirt go from really good to completely broken. The big one that you're going to need is called Safari Hat. This gives you a 10% experience boost, and that might not seem like a lot, but that small boost is actually game changing. With it, some strategies go from needing 3 battles to leveling a pet from level 21 to 25, down to just 2 battles. When you're leveling hundreds of pets, that's hours of time saved. If you don't have the safari hat yet, don't panic, you still have 2 options. You can also purchase these pet treats, lesser pet treat and pet treat, from the vendor itself. Note that these are going to cost polished pet charms, and they do stack. To activate them, you just summon any pet, target it, and use the treats. Or, if you want to get this add-on called Pet Journal Enhanced, it makes browsing and sorting your pets in the pet journal way easier, which is super handy when you're rotating through a big leveling list. This is also going to allow you to just instantly use a pet treat without targeting a pet. To activate them, you also want to look at your buffs to make sure that you have the actual XP buff itself. As far as getting the safari hat, you're going to need to complete this achievement called Taming the World, which requires you to defeat 40 pet tamers. Now, this can be quite a daunting task at first if you're just starting your pet battles. So note that this is not a hard requirement, but it's just going to drastically cut down the time that you need to level these pets. Now, some people are probably thinking, why would you even bother leveling hundreds of pets? Well, here are the 3 biggest reasons. Number 1 is collection score. If you're a collector like me, this one's obvious. Having more max level and high quality pets directly boosts your Warcraft pet leaderboard rankings. It's one of the key factors in pushing your collection score higher. Number 2 is utility. Level 25 pets open up a ton of doors. Pet dungeons, tamers, achievements. They get way easier when you have a deep roster. And here's a hidden perk. Completing the pet battle dungeons unlocks teleports in Legion Dalaran through an NPC named Manapoof. Right now there are 5 different teleports you can unlock, which is actually super useful for collectors trying to move all around Azeroth quickly. So Alliance always has a hard time getting to Kalimdor. You can use this character to just teleport to Wailing Caverns and boom, you're instantly in Kalimdor. Number 3 is going to be gold making. Here's the secret sauce, guys. A level 25 pet almost always sells for way more than the same pet at level 1. With Super Squirt, you can buy cheap pets off the auction house, power level them in minutes, and then flip them for profit almost instantly. If you target the right pets, the gold making potential is absolutely absurd. So whether you're a collector, an achievement hunter, or just someone looking to make gold, leveling pets is one of the smartest investments you can currently make in WoW. Here's the tricky part. Super Squirt isn't every week. She rotates on her own schedule through the Draenor Tamers. While the bonus events rotate separately because of that, the overlap doesn't happen quite often. The good news is that both schedules are on fixed timers, so people have already mapped out every single future overlap. The easiest way to find the next day is to just Google WoW Super Squirt Day 2025 and the updated calendars come up. So for example, it'll take me to the spreadsheet here. You can also keep an eye on Wowhead or WarcraftPets since they usually post reminders whenever it's coming up. I'll have all the import links down in the description, including a spreadsheet that tracks the upcoming dates for both NA and EU so you can plan ahead. So we can see here that bonus week is active right now in both US and EU. And Super Squirt Day is in 1 day, according to this calendar at this time, for US. You can also go to the bottom left and pick EU or US. Note that US has a few coming up this year. And EU is honestly not that lucky. They're going to have to wait quite a bit of time for their next one. So EU, you guys have some time to prepare your pets for the next one. US, you have 2 chances coming up and in a couple months. In this section, I'll quickly go over every single website and how you can use them properly to your advantage. The first one we're going to talk about is wildpetguides.com. This website is massive for pet battlers, and it basically has a strategy on how to use every single pet battle to your advantage for any sort of pet battle content. For example, we'll keep it relevant. We'll go to Draenor, the pet menagerie, then we'll find Squirt, which is Deeves, Tier, and Puzzle. This is going to give us a team composition that we can use for any pet battle in the game. If you do not have these pets, it's okay. You can click Browse Alternatives to find any teams of any pets that you have. Note that a lot of these strategies are very effective and they work quite often, but some are faster than others. So as we can see, if we go to the main one, this one's 1 minute and 12 seconds. If we go to the one at the bottom over here with the Cobra and the Mechanical, this one's 58 seconds. So this one is quite a bit faster, in my opinion, much better. The next one we're going to talk about is the spreadsheet, the Super Squirt Day spreadsheet. I'll have these down in the description as well for you guys. You can use this to keep track of any of the events coming up for EU and NA as well at the bottom over here if you can tab in between. I also have an actual prep guide on my YouTube channel that you can check out. This is going to give you the top 200 pets every collector needs in order to start your pet battling journey. Use the description down below in the video to go to the paste bin of the actual list itself. It's going to give you the entire list of everything. Note that with all of these pets, you can do a majority of the pet battle content listed on the website. I'll also have a guide to the Garrison Menagerie on how to unlock it, as well as a guide of how to unlock your fresh level 1 and level 2 Garrison from scratch from Wowhead. Make sure you read these thoroughly to actually figure out how, as well as a full entire Garrison guide. Note that if this is your first time setting up a Garrison, it'll take quite a bit more legwork, but if it's your second time on the account, it's much easier. If we want to quickly set up a Garrison, we're going to go to our main city hub and take the Warspear Ashran teleport. Once we've taken the Warspear Ashran teleport, we're just going to directly fly all the way to our Garrison. Note that we have not unlocked our Garrison on this character, therefore we can't use the Garrison Hearth. Once we've arrived in Frostfire Ridge, we're going to talk to Farseer Drekthar and pick up this quest and do this entire intro quest line, which is very simple and straightforward to unlock our Garrison. As we're progressing through our quest lines, note that the only quest lines we're going to have to do is called the Ogron Live, What We Need, and What We Got, as well as rescuing one of our followers from a cave. We're going to go ahead and build our Garrison, learn the Garrison blueprints, do this quest over here real quick, drag this on here, wait for this guy to RP and follow him to the site. Well, the last quest we will need is called Winds of Change. We're going to have to go ahead and rescue this follower inside this cave. Once we've rescued the follower and gotten the mission probable quest, we're going to send the guy on a mission, turn this in, come back outside, and pick up the next quest, which is going to be Bigger is Better. We're going to use the Architect table to upgrade, but now we're short on materials because we just got our Garrison. This is where the huge ogre caches come in handy. You can just use these to instantly upgrade your Garrison, to bypass farming your Garrison supplies. We're going to go straight right back into it. At level 2 right now, we're going to use some more. Turn this quest in. Get the next quest to get level 3. Now we still need more resources, so we're going to use another one. And boom, instantly level 3, just like that. Remember that your level 3 Garrison also unlocks a free Hearthstone and teleport to your main city over here at this tower. We're going to go right back inside and turn the quest in, and we're going to start our journey to get our level 1 Pet Menagerie. To unlock our level 1 Pet Menagerie, it's going to be extremely simple. We're just going to go over here, Sarah on Horde side, pick up the Unearthed Magic quest, complete this one quest to find the Strange Stone. Note that this will also give you a Pet Battle Stone that instantly turns any pet into level 25. Once we've completed that quest, we're going to get the next and last quest that we need. We're going to go around our Garrison and defeat 3 pests all located around. Now, all I did for this one is just use the Zandalari Ankle Render. You can easily buy these from the auction house, they're extremely cheap. And all you have to do is just make sure you have Black Claw and Hunting Party. That's it. And all you do, start the pet battle, hit Black Claw, and then Hunting Party, and it auto kills all of them like this. Once we've completed the last quest, that's it. We've unlocked the Pet Menagerie and we're ready to start Super Squirt Day. That's pretty much it, guys. This is everything you need to know about Super Squirt Day, one of the fastest ways to max out your pet battles in World of Warcraft. This is the fastest and most efficient setup. The Sungle Cobra plus the Mechanical Pandaren Dragonling plus 1 leveling pet. Each battle takes about 1 minute. And with your Safari hat or any other XP boost, if you don't have this hat, notice you only need 10% XP boost for this to work. The level 1 pet only needs 2 pet battles in order to hit level 25. At peak efficiency, this means you can max out around 30 pets per hour if you're playing effectively. This setup is very cheap and very straightforward, and it's best for raw efficiency. You can buy 1 pet from the auction house, and you can quickly go catch one in Zerla Caverns in Dragonflight. The second setup is going to be Lost Limbs plus 2 leveling pets. Make sure your Lost Limb is the SB breed, otherwise it will spam lose this pet battle. With only the safari hat, both pets will level 25 after 4 pet battles total, which is roughly just under 6 minutes. That works out to about 21 pets per hour. 21. The second method is going to be with safari hat and both pet treats. The number of pet battles drops to 3 per pet. That bumps up the efficiency back up to around 30 pets per hour, but it costs significantly more resources than setup number 1, simply because you have to buy and use both pet treats. Setup number 1 is cheaper and more straightforward, and setup number 2 just shines more if you want to push multiple pets at once and you can't get your hands on the other pets and you just want a quick pet. Remember the key steps. Farm Squirt during pet battle bonus week. Use a simple 2 max pet plus 1 carriage setup. Stack your XP buffs like the safari hat or pet treats if you have extra of those. And let Rematch plus Pet Battle Scripts handle the heavy lifting for you and automatically do them for you by pressing one button. Follow this method, you'll have an entire roster of level 25 pets in no time, which means higher collection scores, easier achievements, and even more serious gold making potential. If you want to go even deeper, check out the Super Squirt prep guide link down below in the description for the full 200 pet priority list, or join my Discord where I share import strings, recores, and personal setups of everything that I have on my account. You can also catch me live at twitch.tv/KilligateTV if you want to see this action in real time. Thanks so much for watching. If this helped out, drop a like, subscribe for more rank 1 completionist guides, and let me know in the comments how many pets you're planning to level on the next Super Squirt day. I'll see you guys in the next one.